threatening to cancel this show because Crystal Palace bag up him side. Welcome to Seeing Red.
That's where I'm gonna start.
Yeah. So we're not on the episode now, Pierce?
No.
Yeah, we're good. Yo, him not get cut. The last episode him put in it, him have me going, yeah, cut that part. Yeah. I'm watching the episode like, I guess not getting cut.
That not getting cut.
It just not get cut, so we're just gonna talk. Anyway,
alright, we're gonna talk about last.
We're gonna talk about the games. We're gonna go through them real quick. I mean, a bit humdrum for some clubs, up and down for others.
Some more than others, yeah.
Some more than others. I mean, up and down. We can just quickly say that, Oh, by the way, I'm Simon the writer.
Rachid the Luna.
Lex.
Back there we got Pierce. Pierce the blue. And I mean, a whole heap of things happen. I guess we can just quickly talk about the fact that Crystal Palace finally scored a goal. Very happy for them.
Yeah.
It so happened to be against the champions.
3 points.
3 points for them. But Chelsea bounced back from that and beat this team's bully or this team's problem child, which is Watford. I feel like they're becoming that team. They were top 4 for a little bit. And then Chelsea dropped them back down to reality. I mean,
They're top 4 for a second.
I mean, they can screenshot it. They
They could have screenshot it.
They can actually screenshot being top 4. I mean, how do we feel about Chelsea right now? Do we think that means anything, the fact that they drop points to Crystal Palace?
I think if you're going to drop points, you should do it and find out your problems and sort your shit out and go forward. Them still have one per games left. I mean, it happened last year too. Last year they started poorly. They got bagged up by us, Pierce, and and then they got them shit together. They changed the formation and they just look unstoppable from there. So maybe Conte can go ahead and do something based on that. Maybe that's what I started this week. We're going to win against Watford. Maybe that was a catalyst. We don't know.
Maybe.
I guess we'd have to talk about the injuries that them have and that they've
True.
kind of suffered. We'll have to at least talk about it, even though their coach talks about it enough. But you see me? I mean, you face with these little things. It's when you see what your side is made of and
how you adapt
and how you're going to adapt to it, right? So I mean, we're just seeing them in that phase, I would have said.
Well, I mean, let's allow Pierce to defend his team in the podcast.
Right, sure. So tune in for that. 3 Reds and a Blue
on iTunes and on SoundCloud. Look out for the links. Rashid, you want to go through your results?
Alright, so last week we lost to Watford 2-1.
A result
that I knew was coming. There are certain things about Arsenal. It's just a dead giveaway. I don't know if you're wrestling fans. When you watch wrestling, say a man will run from the back and just certain pretty little things about it. It's the same when you're watching Arsenal. We had no reason to be wearing that blue jersey. We wore it. It's just things that play to the rhetoric. You have certain stadiums you go to that look like a stadium Arsenal would lose it. That was one of them.
That's new.
But the most important thing, about 30 minutes into the game, we had a whole heap of shots on target and we just couldn't get a goal. I just look at the moment and say, it's one of them games there where Arsenal will just completely dominate the game and score like we go against us at the end. And it did. Because we when we went forward, we just kept putting too much into attack and not focusing up on what's happening behind us. And Watford made the most of it. And
capitalized.
They look very industrious. I mean, you could harp on the fact that them get them first goal through a dubious penalty, but how many times as Arsenal fans are we complaining about the refs sell out the match? No, we should have some mental strength. And of course, Mesut Ozil with that glaring miss up the other end.
I was just about to say, being clinical. One thing that a lot of people argue at times, and I have a problem with it, is where like somebody would say, we should have won 3-2
right
instead, and I'm saying no, but
the passage of play would have changed.
And that's exactly my point. So it's like you're saying that they should have scored that, but that would have only been one goal. If you're playing a certain way,
the ball would have put in a different position on the center of the field rather than a goal kick starting.
Exactly. So it's one of those like Back to the Future timeline.
I always use this analogy. Football is like a knife fight. If you stand up over this me throw a knife at you, better make sure you catch it, because if you don't, you pick it up after
and fling it back.
Exactly.
You can comment on the Everton win a little, but I really want us to actually touch on Coleman being fired. So
I don't want to say about Everton because I mean, people are saying yes, Arsenal look like Arsenal, but it's Everton.
Yeah, Everton looks like that team that
Everton make us look this good. I mean, the front three look good, but Mesut Ozil had the game of life, but it's Everton.
Everton really got it wrong this season. And it's kind of crazy. And then Coleman being fired makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. And then why I think it makes sense is you lose Lukaku. You freeze out Barkley.
And of course, Giroud was available. And he never really got it. Hey, don't laugh at Giroud. Puck's goal of the year winner.
No.
Keep that in mind.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at Jude. I'm laughing at how you fight out Jude out of the club.
No, but wasn't it like 7 straight or 8 straight losses for Coleman though? I mean,
he deserves. He deserves the sacking.
But even in the post-game interview, you know, when they asked him, "Do you think your job is on?" And
he's like, "It's not in my hands."
Up to my hand. Yeah, it's not up to me. Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit anymore.
He should have been like, "I'd fire me." That's just the truth.
But I mean, throughout the game though,
I would fire me.
Throughout the game though, I mean, he had a 5-2 win, but there are instances where you could see that the Arsenal, the typical Arsenal you should expect throughout the season, is still there. Look at the second.
I can't even believe that it ended up 5-2. I think I turned off the game at like the 80th minute.
When we were
considered, it was like 3-1.
I mean, all over 4-1. I was pissed when we let in that other goal because Nacho Manuel and Petacek at the back, I don't know, playing dominoes or something, and just switched off, and then that stupid back pass.
True. Anyway, but Coleman casualty of EPL, but kind of deserve it. They get everything wrong. I think a lot of talent has been signed, but they've been used wrong. Yeah. A lot of new signings getting benched.
But should we ask if perhaps him signed too many players too soon? 8 players in one window?
Yeah, but it's not like they sold 8. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not.
Yeah, but still they have to integrate.
But what I'm saying
I'm not saying it as a way
it's a good question,
defend him, you know, but saying that it's his mistake of doing too much too soon.
Well, here what though? That doesn't usually lead to being bottom 3. You get what I'm saying? So yes, you know, I'm agreeing with
because
you.
City do it every year. Tottenham do it every year.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Too much too soon happens. But when it leads to bottom 3, then there's another thing you're doing wrong. And I think part of that is just not being able to inspire the right players and using them in the right ways. Anyways.
Now, quickly before we move on, they're linking David Moyes to the job. Should he go back? Or do you think they want him back? Carlo Ancelotti's out there.
I mean, right now,
I
mean, at the very least, the fans might like him. Carlo Ancelotti would be the good one to get. But I guess we can go deeper in depth with coaches in 3 years and blue.
Want Ancelotti at Arsenal and summer. But we'll talk about more.
I want Ancelotti.
Yeah, I'm good with my coach.
Alright, so
yeah, you should be.
Which one the next?
Well, except I mean, I'll run in still.
You mean like how Huddersfield running to you on the side? That was a cheap.
That was a cheap, travel.
Yeah, because if anybody get running on it was my side.
Yeah.
Like a
but where are we coming from? Was it last week? My team or your team did?
Yeah, so we had a stalemate.
We had a
Jose came to draw that match and he got exactly what he
wanted. And everybody there was hoopla over it. Clap us up, never did that one.
We never actually got into that match. More asking Lex. You think, how you feel about Jose going to Liverpool, of all places, Liverpool not doing well. They could do well against my team, which we know has been shit all season. Yeah. And you play for draw with them.
That's crazy. But that's Jose. That's
the thing. And I think I understood that from Jose was at Chelsea. I had my own friends from Chelsea telling me.
Come on, Jose is regarded as one of the best coaches in the world.
Yes, but I think it's for that reason.
But if we can see that, say, Liverpool are the weakest, you need to attack them right now.
No, he just has a system. I like everybody has their system, but a part of his system is drawing against big teams. I don't know.
You know what, though?
If you do the maths
that's actually one of the things
way,
I don't like about it. That's one of the things. I mean,
do the maths.
And you know what though? Here's the thing about it. Yes, in a way it kind of works, but I feel like there's also so much evidence where it didn't work and it cost his team's championships.
Well, where it costs you is when you come off of a draw with a big team and then you lose to a small side.
Exactly.
No, that's where it costs you, and that's the position we are.
And then why I said that in Alex is like,
I mean,
when you look on the history of him eventually getting fired from clubs, clubs pushing him out, like the Inter Milan saga, the Chelsea second firing, the first firing, I think. I mean, Pierce and I can discuss that in the podcast more, but these things are just so much. It's just so much evidence of him just doing the wrong thing. You understand? And then at the end of the day, like, who are the people we're comparing him to? We're comparing him to Alex Ferguson. You understand?
Yes.
We're even going back. We're comparing him to like early Wenger or whatever.
But
you understand what I'm saying?
Think about this though too. As in, some of the times it really works out, and usually he starts doing the fucker after him win a championship.
Yeah, but if he didn't do the fucker, he would have so many more trophies.
I'm not sure.
What? Like even the time at Inter Milan, even the time at Real Madrid. Those are times where he just made decisions out of ego, and he would have been another Champions League, would have been another league title.
He does do some weird things, and some of them are questionable.
And it's
such
all
as,
ego.
I think we had spoken about this.
But you see, this is what happens.
Not playing Rashford and Marshall at the same time.
Why not?
But what I've been
really
saying all season is that your fixtures were easy at the start. When you're dropping all the 4 loves, it was easy, and I said that when you meet some harder competition,
industrious teams.
Yeah, but we are also going through missing certain players. I said we're really seeing that what we're missing in the middle of the field with like Pogba and the one.
But if he wouldn't like this,
I'm just saying.
As long as he didn't say Lionel Fellaini, I guess.
But if you're disjointed with missing these players, where we eventually miss Lukaku?
Nah, you see, again with the little voodoo doll hate that you have going on. You see me that you're singing on.
I was like, yo, the man take the time and jog come running. In my mind, I was like, he's going. He may say Lukaku. I didn't say it.
No, I can't deal with no bad mind. My side is good. Next week we're going to see the man then perform again.
No, Tottenham next week.
Yo, they don't want to, and that's what I'm saying.
Tottenham going
back up. You all said that. How you get back up? Back up, see me? You're talking from experience. That's what you're doing.
Yep.
We're not gonna get a 4-1, and I guarantee you.
You're not.
I guarantee you.
You're not.
So we're not gonna get a 4-1.
You're not gonna get a.
We're gonna mark that.
You're gonna get a hot one.
No.
PS5.
I was thinking 5.
Honestly though,
when we win the match, then
I think Tottenham going to give you the hottest one, love.
Nah, man.
I think you're going to get the hot. I think a man like
we're going to either win
a man like
with a hot
Son,
one, or we're going to draw with Tottenham.
Or who them have? Llorente?
Yeah, you're in
Of course you do.
Spurs going to have like a Llorente sub or Sissoko going to come on and score. And give them one love in like the 75th.
Anyway. No, we can't wrap up yet.
Pierce said we have to wrap up.
No.
We were segueing right into the bag up that Liverpool did get from Tottenham. So talk to us about that. You see me, what went wrong? What went wrong in that game? What went wrong? No. Talk to the camera. Talk to the people. What went wrong?
Tottenham score 4 goals and we score 1.
How did that happen?
Yeah, they kick it in the goal.
Nah, but why?
You guys like just come off
were
and
you
drop
allowed
dump
so
it up
much
a
space
side
to get into the goal though?
Because I'm better than me. Yo, fuck off. Anyway, football talk though. Like real thing though, at the end of it all, I actually can't blame Klopp. Personally, I don't want to blame Klopp for this week. For the 2 results. I have to, you have to man up and just say, yo, the players have to man up and look back on them performance and realize that they're not performing well. They're not performing well. On the podcast we can go deeper into the scapegoatism. But
I have a shovel for that. Don't worry.
But the I have a shovel for that. But the thing about it is that the lineups that he set weren't horrible. So I can't blame him lineup. The subs that he set, he gave players chances. Sturridge is being put on the field and not scoring goals. Firmino is starting and not putting the ball in the net. Them trying to do too much. And it's obvious that without money, they're uninspired. And at the end of the day, I don't feel that Klopp is not an inspirational coach. So when you have the matches like this, where Lovren is watching the ball go over his head, you see me? And I think this comes to something that you actually brought up, Rashid, where this is where I think it happened. Where the 7 love
I was getting
got to them. Yeah, but
you notice that after the 2 biggest wins of the season, your 2 biggest losses.
But I don't believe the situation is the same. That's why I still disagree with the Arsenal game. I don't believe that their approach to the Man City game was similar to the approach to the Tottenham game. Meaning, the Man City game, they were playing hard-nosed. They were playing fast. They were passing. They missed opportunity, but they were attacking the goal hard. This Tottenham game, they're watching them and trying to counter.
But come on, we know Liverpool is very good offensively, but they have nothing in defense. So I mean,
but we have games where we do something in defense. The City game.
But even if you were attacking the shit out of City, if City, same back to the knife analogy, City would have. If you don't take those chances, City had more than enough to go back down.
I don't think City would have given us a big win. I don't think it would have been without
your goalkeepers are not good.
Without the red card in the money game. I am firm on that.
I disagree fully with
that. Then end that lesson because I don't agree with you. And then that's why every time you bring up the whole because of the Arsenal,
you realize
I don't agree.
Well, I realize this. You can't see 15 goals away from home this season.
Fine. And most of them is shut down. I don't think it's style of play, and this is where I got to. Something that even you bring up is I think their mental toughness is weak.
They have none, and they have no leaders.
Exactly.
And they have no
no
in the midfield.
Yeah. I think we have good players in the midfield, but I think the defense.
No steel, no robust players in the midfield.
I think Emre Can and
Emre
Can and Henderson can be steel in the middle because they do it internationally.
What they're known for doing is vision and spread and dictating tempo, but they have nobody to break down players. You don't have a rough physical player.
I disagree.
Who's that player?
I believe that Emre Can and Henderson are physical players.
No,
I've seen them do it for the international team.
I don't think so. Liverpool. I think they're more finesse players. They spread the ball better.
Henderson is and Emre Can is a finesse player.
Yeah,
craziness. That's craziness.
They're not tacklers.
They're not finesse passers. They're not finesse shooters. So what is their
Can
finesse?
is not a finesse shooter.
He's a distance shooter, but he's not a finesse shooter.
No, but
Coutinho is a finesse shooter.
Maybe I shouldn't have said finesse. Maybe I should have said what they specialize in or what they do better is spreading the ball and building
I disagree.
plays.
I disagree.
They're not tacklers. You
disagree.
Do have a Edgar Davids type player or a Makalele type player. That's what you need.
Alright, those are like players who have one big things. I think.
No, but I'm talking players in the similar style.
I am saying that they may not have the talent level of Makalele or Davids, but the style that Henderson have, I believe, is, as you say, firm, hard tackling, breakdown plays. If you disagree, that's your opinion. You have a right to your opinion.
Yeah.
But I believe that when I'm watching them a little bit closer than you are, I think, in the sense that I think it's those players that actually made us come forth last year, not Mane or Coutinho, really. You know, you understand? It's those games where, in fact, when you look at even like the Watford 1-0 last year, where Emre Can did the bicycle kick, it's not because of finesse, you know. It's because he's the only person working hard in that friggin' midfield. When we came second to City that year, losing Henderson was as big as Gerrard slipping. Because Henderson, whatever, we're talking football. I can drop down the styling.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is losing Henderson, because remember we lost him to a red card in that game. And losing him, we broke down in the middle. We were letting in teams. That is why Crystal Palace was scoring 3. Because he is the person that breaks down those plays. So that's my example of that. You see me? If you have an example to show that they are finesse, we can discuss that more in the podcast. I'm open to hearing those examples. But that's my example of him breaking down plays and us missing that. Where I think we lack is the fact that he has to do even more because what is behind him is fuckery. You understand? Kante breaking down the midfield for David Luiz is not the same as Henderson breaking it down for Dejan Lovren.
Give the guy a break. Lovren. We'll get into that in the podcast.
But we're chatting up today. This has been a very fun episode. I know you want to hear more, so subscribe and follow the podcast. 3 Reds and a who?
Blue.
The blue. Yo, lock off that piece.